Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as we're about to begin. District Clerk.
All right. Good afternoon, Westbury family. Welcome to the Board of Education Planning and Action meeting. Today is August the 19th. Trustee Mateo Flores.
Aye.
Trustee Michelle Wilson.
Present.
Trustee Dr. Ples Dickerson.
Present.
Trustee Rodney Keynes.
Present.
Vice President Floyd Ewing.
Present.
Mr. Vice President, we have a quorum.
Thank you, District Clerk.
My neglect, I don't have a microphone. You over rushing
My
me, buddy.
goodness. Wait a second.
Could we have someone from technology please come?
You don't need to.
Okay, you have the mic. Okay.
Superintendent,
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Westbury Union Free Board of Education's Planning and Action meeting. This is our first meeting of the academic year of 25-26. We hope you had a wonderful summer and look forward to starting and embarking on a wonderful new school year where our scholars will learn, where we will grow together and learn to face this world together in unity. At this time, I'm going to ask that you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silent meditation. Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to have a motion to vote on the minutes of July 1st, July 8th, and July 15th, July 29th. And those are reflective as 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F of the resolution items. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson. Second by Mateo Flores. All in favor? Mateo Flores?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Keynes?
Aye.
Trustee Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. At this time, I'm going to open it up to the superintendent for her report at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Ewan. Good evening, everyone who's here in the auditorium and those who are watching. I see our educators who are here. Welcome back and welcome to the 2025-2026 school year. We are looking forward to amazing things at Westbury Union Free School District in the new year. We are still here for kids. And it's not a motto. It's not a slogan. It is a mindset. Every decision we make, everything we do, every purchase that is made, every hire, and we'll be meeting some new hirees this evening, is all around being here for kids. We could not be any more committed than what we are now to being here for kids, and I thank you all for being here for kids for us. And as a result, we've had some fantastic results in the 2024-2025 school year, which we will share with you at another time because we are here for kids. I want to remind our community that our school supply list is live. Thanks to Mr. Laser Alert in the back. Wave, Laser. He made sure that the school supply list is live. So parents, if you're watching at home, those who are here in the audience, please take a look at the school supply list as you are getting school supplies for your children. There is also a book bag giveaway at the Bunkie Reed Park on August 26th, where there will be giveaways, book bags, and school supplies. So please join. We also want to remind our community and our families that we happily and excitedly will open school on September 2nd to all of our scholars. You will receive information from your child's principal, if you haven't already, outlining what the beginning of school will look like with their bus passes. And we want to thank Mr. James Popkin for making sure that we have our buses all ready for our scholars. And we're so excited about the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year will also be the beginning of an initiative that came to us from New York State. As many of you know, Governor Kathy Hochul issued a mandate that bell to bell, there are to be no cell phone use in our public schools. Okay. But my scholars are not clapping. And so they're in the front, they're giving me the side eye, Shahana. While you all are clapping back there, I'm getting the side eye up here. Guys, it is not Dr. Chase. It is not the board. It is not those in the back who are your teachers. It is something that all of your friends in the state of New York, and there are other states who will have to adhere to it. And it's a mandate, and we will follow the mandate. We can't keep our cell phones in our book bags. We have to put them in our lockers or we leave them at home. But at Westbury, we have a little twist to this mandate. What we recognize is the importance of our scholars staying in touch with their families and family members staying in touch with their scholars. We understand the importance of that, and we never want to take that away. So our get around that, so that the communication still maintains, is that we have designated phone lines at each school. Now, this is unique. Phone lines at each school where families can reach out to their children, and there will be someone who will answer the call. So if you have a message for your child, let's say if you want to tell your child, don't forget to pick up your little sister, or don't forget to stop at the store to bring home bread, don't forget to do this, you can leave that message as you would do for a cell phone or text message or phone call. But families, you can't call your children during the day. And we're going to ask you to help us to help our scholars get adjusted to this new mandate. Now, they're going to have some adjustment periods, so we're going to be patient with them because this is new for all of us, and we recognize that. These are young people who are so accustomed to using their electronic device. But I think after a while, we will begin to understand why those teachers in the back were clapping. We also know that being present in your classroom is so very important. The opportunity to have conversations with your peers and your teachers, and you're not looking down and being distracted by your device. There's a time and a place for everything. And so during school time, it is important that your focus is on your academics and your socialization. There's research that actually shows that it helps with your emotional and social well-being. And so because of that, what we're going to do, we're going to actually host town hall meetings with not just the educators who are in the back and those who are in our schools, but with parents and with you to see how well this is working. We want to collect some data. We want to see how well this is working. We want to hear from you in case we have to make any mid-year modifications. We can't change the policy, but what we can change are some of the procedures. And so we'll be looking for you to help us to do that, as well as the teachers who are in the back. Mr. Gallivan, have I forgotten anything as it relates to the policy? Because I know that you've worked with some awesome administrators in helping the board to devise the policy.
No, I think you hit the main strokes. The policy, in the language of our own policy, is direct from NICET, so there wasn't much bartering available there or wiggle room to. But where we can make local adjustments, as the superintendent just said, is in terms of our local protocols and procedures. But the broad stroke of it's a bell-to-bell ban, that's a New York State mandate, and the broad stroke that scholars can't have the phones on their person. They have to be stored away in a locker, is a broad stroke that the state has introduced. I think it's important to also underline the wellness aspects and the benefits of this. Don't want to go too much into the weeds, but there's research, there are plenty of reports now that we have some scholars growing up unable to discern basic facial expressions and cues, body language cues. Because of the rewiring, the dependence, the amount of screen time. And so we hope to create healthy environments. Additionally, we often talk about future-ready skills. Everything old is new again. The future is really looking for deft communicators who can communicate human experiences and human visions and human reactions in real time that not yet AI can't replicate. So becoming great interpersonal communicators is a skill that is going to be increasingly called for by the workforce, has been all along. So we want to, I remember coming out of COVID, I was startled to walk through classrooms and see 16-year-olds who weren't talking to each other because they'd become acclimated to not talking to folks, to be in their screens or be isolated. Our silos are sort of nano and techno isolating us. And part of our work as educators is to kind of de-silo folks, integrate folks, learn other perspectives, build knowledge, not information. So I think I'll leave it there. Thank you, Dr. Chase.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so scholars will have an opportunity to hear from you because you are the end user and your voice matters and it's important to hear from you. But we also want to hear from our educators and our school administrators and our parents because all of us are responsible for the implementation of this and we each play a role. I also want to congratulate those who participated in our summer program. We had an amazing summer program, and so I'm going to pass the baton to our Assistant Superintendent, Curriculum and Instruction, all things elementary, Ms. Robin Barnett.
Good evening, everyone. So we want to celebrate the incredible learning that occurred this summer and all of the hard efforts of many of our educators, some of whom are in the room tonight. We want to give a special thank you to Ms. Lorraine Massione, who oversees all K-8 summer programs, coordinating such a tremendous endeavor here for longer than 6 weeks and doing tremendous work in that time. Thank you, Ms. Massione. We also have to thank our lead teachers for our programs. We had, for the first time, we had Ms. Kuros was leading our ENL summer program, which was so exciting. Our scholars were here for 4 weeks. They had a camp theme, and to see the effort teachers put into their classrooms, setting up tents to really bring the theme to life, getting videos and pictures of the scholars enjoying their summer learning experience, that was truly remarkable. And thank you, Ms. Kuros, for your leadership in that program. Then we have the fabulous Miss Lynette Blades, who actually led 2 of our summer programs back to back. She's kicked off the summer with our 2-week STEAM program, partnering with Catalyst Education to bring STEAM activities to our scholars in grades K to 8. And if that is a program you're interested in learning more about, we do offer that as a Saturday offering as well. And then Ms. Blades continued on through the summer and led our first ever Fine and Performing Arts Summer Academy for the next 4 weeks. We have some of our teachers here with us in the room today, and we want to give a special thank you to Ms. Blades for her courageous leadership in continuing our STEAM program, as well as taking on this new charge of our Fine and Performing Arts program. Lastly, at the K-8 level, we have to thank Ms. Kashana Clyburn, who is our illustrious leader of our summer program for our most unique scholars, our extended school year program. She has done incredible work with the support of the PPS team to ensure that our most unique learners have incredible learning experiences throughout the summer that really target their unique goals as well as the state standards, and embed lots of opportunities for them to go out into the community and engage in field trip type learning. So thank you, Ms. Clyburn. We are forever grateful for all of your leadership.
I'd also like to quickly thank Ms. Clyburn and Ms. Massillon and Ms. Blades, and also acknowledge a couple of other summer programs that were new this past year. One is going to happen this week. It's our new marching band summer camp that will be taking place for the first time this week. Additionally, we ran something we were calling Westbury Dragon Quest Academy, which was dedicated to scholars who are taking IB courses, International Baccalaureate courses. Our first cohort and now our second cohort had over 200 students participate in those opportunities as well. And I want to thank all the teachers who dedicated themselves to creative planning and delivery of instruction for that.
Amazing. We've been busy this summer, absolutely. A group of Westbury School District family members, educators, joined forces to attend the National Safety Conference. And what was powerful was that not only did they attend, they actually led a session that was so well attended and did such an amazing job at telling the Westbury story. I'm going to pass the baton to Dr. Roger Bloom, who is our Assistant Superintendent for Personnel, who will talk about the National Safety Conference.
Thank you, Dr. Chase. Good evening, everyone. Happy summer. All right, I got a few laughs out of that. It gives me great pleasure to talk about a wonderful endeavor that several family members in the Westbury Union Free School District embarked in the last week in July. If you recall, last year, we had representatives from the National Security and Safety Council come to the district and perform a review about all of our safety and security protocols. Many of you were interviewed by the team. You saw the team walking around, talking to our scholars, to our staff, to our families. They attended meetings, they joined us at a board meeting, and in the end, they gave us recommendations. The beauty of that was the reports that they submitted affirmed that a lot of what we were doing was correct and how we have an extremely safe and secure school district. They also gave us some recommendations that could be implemented pretty quickly. And with the help of our security leadership team of Supervisor Jennifer Doyle and Assistant Supervisor Zanetta Dean, we were able to implement the recommendations into practice. During the week of the conference, we were given several opportunities to present about these improvements that we've made based on the recommendations. And Dr. Chase, Supervisor Doyle, Assistant Supervisor Dean, our Director of Facilities, Brian Sudran, who is in our third row, and me and myself were able to present. Oh, Tracy Province was with us, and our Director of Interscholastic Sports and Intramural Programs. And we were able to present to a packed house during a breakout session about how we were able to reach out to the National Security and Safety Advocacy Council to say, we can use a review, what the review looked like, and then afterwards, how we were able to take the suggestions and recommendations and implement them into practice. And it was so refreshing, not only to present, because what we're doing here for safety and security is just amazing, but also to see those in the audience ask us questions during a question and answer session, and also provide feedback to us about what we are doing in Westbury is cutting edge. And you see that just walking into the lobby of Westbury High School, you see our security vestibules being installed. We're wearing our emergency notification badges. We have lockdown systems, door jar systems. We had one group of participants from Illinois who were so fascinated and inspired by what we're doing, who asked if they can come visit us, because what Westbury is doing right now in security and safety is cutting edge. So we're really appreciative. We thank all of those that joined us and presented with us. And it really gave us an opportunity to showcase the Westbury Union Free School District, not only at a national level, but also at an international level. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I think the quote that stuck out for me the most at that conference is from our supervisor for security, Jennifer Doyle. Jennifer Doyle has been attending the safety conference for the past, I don't know, maybe 4 years. And she said to me, Dr. Chase, we used to always go to the breakouts. This time we were the breakout. Westbury was on the map. And I could not be more proud of the work and the feedback that we got from our counterparts from all over the country on the work that we're doing here at Westbury School District. So board members, you really would have been proud. So Mr. Vice President, that concludes my presentation. I just want to again welcome everyone to the 2025-2026 school year. We look forward to welcoming our beautiful, brilliant, and bold scholars back to school on September 2nd. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chase. I'm so very proud that our district is represented nationally in the manner that it was for the conference. So it's a wonderful thing, testament to what we do here and the world to see how wonderful Westbury is.
I just want to also share that the board got a shout out at the conference. They didn't know that, but they got a shout out nationally because what the president of the organization and the executive director said is that Westbury is a model because of their board's willingness to be open about safety and security. So you guys did get a shout out. I just want to share that with you.
Thank you so much. And we're very proud of all of our security personnel for the work that they do, and the administration for organizing and making sure that we are keeping our scholars safe, as well as our employees and the property of the district. At this time, if you've ever seen me conduct the meeting, I try to streamline the meeting as best as possible. So that is not going to be another day because it's beautiful out. And some of you may still want to go out and go to dinner or something of that nature. So what I'm going to do is I just want to do some housekeeping things first, and then I'm going to allow the community to come up and ask any questions regarding anything on tonight's agenda or anything with respect to the district. First, I want to point out in the agenda that there are resolutions 7K, L, and M that were added to the agenda. This at a later date than normally under our policy 2410. We are waiving that policy for the time frame of the resolution items because they are time sensitive, and we want to make sure that they're done prior to the start of the school year so we can get work done, as well as we can have the requisite information passed on to the county and government officials from the school district. That's 7 KLM. And then also, we have several policy items, 11A, B, and C, which we are waiving the second reading of those, again, to expedite the ability to have them in place for this academic school year. So that's 11A, B, and C. Okay? Now, does anyone in the audience have any questions, concerns, or comments regarding these agenda items or anything in the district? As per my rule, you have to say one complimentary thing about the district. I'm sorry, 2 complimentary things about this district before you ask your question or make your statement.
Good evening, Chester McGibbon, 502 Alicia Drive. My complimentary thing is Westbury rock, man. You rock. Mr. President, I know that I'm aware of the 3 minutes rule and that we're pressed for time, but any leniency as it pertains to the absence of time would be greatly appreciated. I shan't be long, I promise you. But let me just say, sir?
You have to give another complimentary thing. And if you go past 3 minutes, you have to give 2 more.
I like your outfit.
Okay, you got 6 minutes. All right.
Mr. President, I have been privileged to have a front row seat for the past 30 years in watching governance and civic engagement as dispensed by successive members of this board, including all of you. And let me just say congratulations to my friend, Mr. Mateo Flores. Thank you for your common sense in accepting the baton that was passed on to you by your predecessor, Mr. Cantonier. Common sense because the community is 76% Latino, and it would be a travesty not to have someone of that extraction on the board. So yes, we appreciate that. But I'm saying all that to say that I am a little concerned because I really do not see a pathway for generational succession as it pertains to our young folks getting involved. I know there was a time when election time, this place would be plastered with lawn signs and placards and handbills and so forth. Now it happens and we don't even know what's going on. We don't even know there's an election. It could be twofold. It could be that if it ain't fixed, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Satisfied with the functioning. Or it could be just a vast demonstration of apathy. The young folks who'd like to get involved are aware of the power of incumbency. I usually say that you get elected once and you're automatically enrolled in what I call the incumbency protection program. So I see that on the agenda we have, student, ex-officio student member. And I would like to take that a stage further. If we could consider what I would call a trustee at large from the community, one of the young people. And you may be saying to me, Chester, where are these young folks you're talking about? They're there. Seek and ye shall find. I know them, I find them. Just something to consider so that we can have smooth. I see the changes day to day in the demographic shift in this community, and I assure you, I posit that it ain't going to be this way always. We have to prepare our young minds. So those who are willing to get involved, let them sit at your feet and learn, as I've learned, and make pathways for them to get involved. Might be a heavy lift, but Westbury has been, our district has been first in a lot of things. And I am suggesting to you that we can be first in this as well. And I hope you will give this, what I'm throwing out there, some consideration. I know there are young folks out there eager to get involved. They don't want to embarrass themselves by running and be trampled. So think about it, and let's see what we can do about it to have us, our young folks, learning at your feet and taking a path, doing the good deeds that I've seen all of you have done over the years. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Now, one more thing. Compliment again? You got two. Come on. No, it has to do with agenda item 6KK, and that's the bilateral committee appointment. There is something about a 3-hour language exam. If you could just explain to me what that's about. Language exam, what language is it?
Yep. How are you, Mr. McKibbins?
Good evening, sir.
Part of the process, pardon me, this is part of the process of earning the New York State Seal of Biliteracy for scholars who demonstrate proficiency in English and at least one other language. In our district, we're proud to say that we have had scholars demonstrate proficiency in English and in Spanish and in French and Haitian Creole and Urdu and Arabic. And so it's quite a lengthy process to earn the Seal of Biliteracy. It occurs over 2 years. And some of the folks that speak languages that we don't offer as classes sit for a comprehensive exam. In addition, all folks who all of our scholars who are earning the Seal of Biliteracy also have to do a panel presentation in front of teachers and speakers of the target language and, of course, of English. So they do a presentation in Spanish and in English, or Arabic and in English. So this 3-year comprehensive exam is to demonstrate proficiency in languages that we don't offer here in Westbury.
And this presentation is made to who? A group of people or panel of?
Thank you for asking that question, because we're always looking for volunteers and language specialists, and we have had community members, for example, in taking part in the Urdu panel, for example, was a member of our community that also worked as teaching assistant in our schools. We do reach out periodically to community members who are native speakers of these target languages. And so the panel consists of a mixed group of teachers, community members from various stations in our community.
Graded by who grades them?
So the rubric is fixed and set by New York State. So the panel is graded according to a rubric.
Okay.
Both the English version and the
Spanish.
The other version.
The other language. Okay.
The other language version.
I thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else from the community have any questions regarding the district? 2 compliments, then your question.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Resident 532 Rutland Street, Westbury, New York. I have 3 questions I want to ask.
That's 2 compliments.
Compliment that you reinstate the superintendents and Mattel on the board.
Okay.
Yeah? Well, we have to put our trust in you. Yeah, because you're doing a good job. Question. We used to have the summer program for the young kids. I notice I don't see them no more. Like,
Summer program as
yeah,
far as
summer
what?
program, yeah. You know, like you used to have the kids around all the schools and like, you give them a little extra pocket money, went back to school. They used to have that. I notice I don't see that no more.
You mean part-time work?
Yeah,
Okay.
part-time, yeah.
Mr. Ferguson, just so that we have clarity, are you talking about students who work during the summer, or are you
Yeah.
talking about a summer program where we're educating them?
Like with the kids then, when they could get a little work in the school, those are kids I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure, because I know we had 2 this summer. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Mr. Ferguson, how are you? So we partnered, I believe, with the town of Oyster Bay, who has a intern employment program for students at the high school that can work in the schools doing all different types of work as interns, and it's also a paid internship. For example, for about a month over the summer, there were 2 students from Westbury High School who were in paid internships who worked in the personnel office.
Yeah.
They got to assist us and learn about what it's like to work in an office, and students were placed all throughout the district. So there is a program. It's supervised by a counselor in the high school, a school counselor in the high school, and it's been very successful.
All right. Another thing, the playground in Park Avenue. I was looking at the one what they want to replace. That looked good. Why didn't you put the same playground on the other side so you have 2 playgrounds? I was looking at it. That thing's like nothing wrong with that. So instead of replace that one, take the one what they have, the new one, and put it on the other side.
Thank you for the question. So the reason we're replacing the playground at Park is the report that we got from the safety experts is it needed to be replaced. So hence we are replacing that with a brand new playground so the children are safe.
But the structure of that material, I know about material, the reinforcement, you don't see those kind of reinforcement no more. Yes.
Yeah, that can be true. For example, in any materials, whether old fences or anything else, sometimes the newer products are not as robust. But nonetheless, that playground was deemed to have safety concerns, so we have to replace it. And we're trying to get a very high-quality system from American Recreational, a Burke equipment playground that'll be very safe for the children.
Well, the reason why I say that, I look at the one in Drexel, I see something when even Mike have to replace. Yeah, one was at Drexel School, the one they replaced. I see Broughton thing was on it, and Mike already fixed it. So I look at those things, and look at the one where they have at Park Avenue. The structure is more better. If you overlook those things, just look at the one what they have today and the one they have right now. It's much better.
Understood. We were advised that that playground was at end of life, so hence we're replacing it. But I do agree with you in the fact that some of the old products are stronger than some of the new products we see, so I can't disagree with that. But nonetheless, the new playground that we're installing will be completely safe, new, and was reviewed with our director of facilities and the principal of that school to make sure it's appropriate.
All right. I have an important one to talk about. Switch from oil to gas. We should have backup, A and B, because when you're talking about gas and oil, always have a backup, because that will come down and haunt us. Those tanks, what they change, they're a brand new fiberglass tank. They're all brand new. I look at them. Always have a backup. And train the guys in for gas, they have to train them. Gas is something what you don't play with. Yeah, we should look into those things, but always have a backup. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Ferguson. Any other questions from anyone in the community? Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Glennis Palacios, 516 Benin Road, Westbury, New York. I just wanted to commend the board and the school. My first comment. Thank you for all that you have been doing and continue to do. And we thank you for our students and our community. I just wanted to see if there was an update on perhaps state of completion for our vestibules in all of our schools for before school starts.
I know that's the question on top of mind for everyone, right? So I don't even know who to call. Do I call Mr. Sudrin? Do I call Mr. Stein? Which one of you want to take it? Bring them up together? Right. Okay, even Mr. Popkin too? Oh, okay.
So we thank you for that question. And as you know, Renew Construction is currently working on all of our vestibules. There are some long lead items in those vestibules, like storefronts and transaction windows that are special manufacture. So we're looking into the late fall. As with any construction, you do encounter changes and change orders. So they are in progress. They are very active, and we anticipate completion mid to late fall.
Just give it a chance. Thank you for that. And I also just had a question in regards to our safety committee. Thank you for having that in place. And I do just want to mention some safety concerns that for the buildings, if maybe I should reach out to the safety committee to let them know. I know that the high school parking lot was redone, beautiful, right? No more bumps, no more. But I know it could present a very exciting opportunity for some of our drivers to maybe speed again or, speed. So I was asking if the district can consider maybe some safety bumps. So again, for the safety of our teachers who are using that parking lot, and also the visibility, especially here at the high school, that other exit, I think is a very a little dangerous exit.
High traffic. Yep.
Yeah, so just those two.
So Mr. Sudrin is like jumping out of his seat to answer that question, because I've been on many emails about these safety bumps. I know the facilities team has been talking. Take it away. Go.
Yeah, that is definitely an
Speak in
opportunity.
the mic, please.
Sorry, it's definitely an opportunity for people to put the pedal to the metal, especially with all the young kids. We purchased portable speed bumps. That way we could remove them first when it's going to snow, so we don't damage our plow equipment. We have 3 of them that are going to go in succession over there to keep everyone slowed down.
Now, I need you to say awesome in the microphone.
Awesome.
Okay.
Bring it down.
Bring it down.
Yes. And my last one regarding as well safety, because again, we're concerned about the safety of all. Our security guards, a number of our security guards, I think in each building should also be accounted for. Again, our teachers do some great work aside from teaching, right? And other, again, as well, staff members. So I think for the safety of all, I just wanted to put that out there. And if you also could include maybe our PTAs and some of these committees so we could be part of and suggest, it'll be great to work. And again, let the community know our PTSAs are available to work with the district. So
first of all, thank you for mentioning PTA participation. And board, we will definitely add at least 2 PTA members to the safety committee, because you are absolutely right. Because it has to be everyone's business, and I don't think we have I don't think we have any PTSA members, so you are 100% right. I do want to talk about the security guards. I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Bloom, who will talk to you about a solution that we have already in place as it relates to the security guards, and you probably have seen them in the schools already. So Dr. Bloom, take it away.
Okay, thank you. So we are proud that we have partnered with Arrow Security, which is a firm that helps to supply security guards to school districts, organizations, businesses, and whatnot. And we have entered into a partnership with them, and where we have our challenges with hiring security guards because of the civil service process, they're able to provide security guards to us right away. And they provide candidates for us. We screen them, we interview them, we put them through a normal hiring process, and then they're available to work. They have been wearing Westbury School District uniforms. The only difference is they do have to have an Arrow security patch on their uniform, and we have already been planning, and I know that there are at least a minimum of 10 security guards that will be present throughout the district by the time we open school for students on that Tuesday after Labor Day.
Is that 10 additional, or you're talking about 10 additional?
10 additional
Okay.
security guards. We're looking at 3, they will have 3 additional at the high school, 3 additional at the middle school, and they will have 1 in each of our elementary school. That will help provide us with our full staffing at that point. So on the day we return, we will be fully staffed with security personnel. And the beauty of this is we'll be able to continually take an inventory of how well we're doing with staffing. If we find that we need additional staff, we just go to Arrow Security. We say, we need 1 more for this building, or maybe we need 1 less for this building. Maybe we need 1 more in this location. Maybe we need 1 in a parking lot, or here or there. And it gives us the flexibility to do immediate hiring. So we are excited that on the first day of school, our ranks and our security will be fully filled.
And just to,
Yeah.
oh, yes.
No, please.
Just want to make sure though, but this will not take from the process of hiring through civil service. This is a temporary, or will this be a long-term
This is a
solution?
temporary fix
Okay.
right now in order to do it. We have an understanding with our security personnel that if we're able to hire 1 security guard to our ranks, then we reduce 1 through our security, with the goal over time to have all our own security personnel on the books in the district, that if we need 10 and we hire 2, then we reduce 2 with Arrow. But based on this, we will always then have a full security force in the district.
Okay, good. Thank you.
If there are, okay, there's one other. Yeah, I hope you're thinking about your compliments when you get up here.
Good evening, everyone. Roxana Escobar Marino, 52 Barrington Street, Westbury. I could say many wonderful things. I've lived here all my life. But one is that I love that the website was updated with the graduation rates. And the other one, of course, is the whole band camp thing, which is new. So my thing is not anything about the agenda I was trying to catch along as I was getting here, but I know that the program took place, it was grades 1 through 8, correct? The summer program? Yes.
Yes, so we had 2 different summer programs. I spoke about the K-8 programs, which were for our scholars who last year were in kindergarten through 7th grade and rose to 1st through 8th. And then we also had a secondary program that Mr. Andy Snyder and Mr. Ken Zara led at the high school for 6th through 8th graders for various credit recovery and targeted programming.
Okay, so my little one, Rebecca, she's going into kindergarten. So I took advantage of a program that my friend, that's another mom from this district, had mentioned to me, which is the Together to Kindergarten program, which is the program that is offered through the Long Island Children's Museum. So I knew about it because of another parent, but I know that there was a lot going on also during the end of the year with everything that was happening with immigration, a lot of parents. So I can understand how maybe many held back. But let me just say, I am so grateful that this program exists. And speaking with the coordinator, I think there are only about 6 children from our district, because the flyer said Westbury and Uniondale. So, pardon my ignorance, I perhaps thought that it was only Westbury schools, Uniondale public schools. But to my surprise, there were 30 students, and they did lose a little bit of grant because of all the budget cuts also, so they had 2 sessions, 30 students in each session, and about 20 of them were, I would say 20 about Asian. And the way that this program works is that one parent of the child has to have gone to school in another country, and English is the second language. I mean, my native language is Spanish, and my husband, he went to school in El Salvador, so Rebecca qualified, but the way that they have prepared her the past 3 to 4 weeks, I mean, she can write her full name, and that's like 7 letters, and that was a lot for me because my other children had shorter names. But now she's doing number recognition, letter recognition, like she is really like ready now. So she was asking me how come not many children from Westbury sign up. And I said, honestly, I don't have an answer for you, but maybe that is something that next year, though, maybe it can be put out there for the community, because I think this is something that children can really take advantage of. I have the flyer, so if you want me to forward it over, I will. So Ms. Carol Joseph said that the program has been going for 20 years, and I don't know where I missed out on it. So, I mean, it's really, and then she gets a full membership the whole year to the Children's Museum, and year after that, they're only gonna pay $25 a year until she outgrows it, so there's a lot of benefit to that.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. I know that we did Backpack Home one notice about that to our incoming kindergarten scholars, but we can absolutely amp up our communication. We have a long-standing relationship with LICM.
Yes, that's why I was surprised.
And we are always looking for ways that we can strengthen that. So one of the things that we've historically had is we have a partnership for grades 1 through 3, where all of our students actually get a membership to LICM, and they can go there and bring their families. They go on regular field trips. We host family nights both there and at our site here. But one of the exciting things that we're looking forward to this year is, fingers crossed, we're actually going to be rolling it out to include kindergarten. So we are hoping that we'll be able to bring that program down to our youngest scholars in kindergarten, which will help strengthen that partnership, so that as our pre-K kiddos are rising up into K, that transition will be seamless and our partnership will be able to be strengthened. So thank you for highlighting that. We appreciate it.
And they also provide transportation to the, homes, not even to, so, maybe it's something we should, if, we don't have anything here, then maybe we can just, so that they can be even more prepared. So 6 of them come in the little van that brings them home, and it's just, I wanted to share that with you guys, because it has really been a positive and helpful experience, so.
We really appreciate that, and we look forward to welcoming Rebecca to kindergarten.
Yes.
And to continue to build those skills. We have a very wonderful kindergarten program. We have any kindergarten teachers here? Yes, we do. There we go. Raise your hand up. There we go. There we go. And we also have the assistant principal from Dryden Street who's here. Dr. Morales, raise your hand. So Rebecca is going to be in great hands here at Westbury. So Rebecca's going to be in fantastic hands here at Westbury School.
I trust so.
Oh my God, we can't wait to meet her.
So Jaden is graduating, and she's also,
All right.
so.
Well, let me just say thank you for trusting us. And thank you for believing on us.
Yes.
Okay, that's important. Ms. Barnett, you want?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot one of the most exciting things that we're implementing this year that's going to be an incredible opportunity for our pre-K kiddos as they transition into kindergarten. This year, we actually have a UPK coordinator who is overseeing all of our UPK efforts. It's a teacher on assignment who's an experienced, knowledgeable prior kindergarten teacher. It's an employee of Westbury Union Free School District. It's a special educator by nature as well, who's going to actually be working very, very closely with all of our UPK sites, our community-based organizations, the families in those programs, to ensure that their UPK experience is robust and that that transition into kindergarten is everything and more that it potentially could be. So I think that that is a great opportunity for that individual, our UPK coordinator, to work with these partners, as well as to maybe reconsider some ways that we could do that kind of work in-house. So I just wanted to make sure that we put it out there that UPK coordination is something that we're very excited about this year as we transition our scholars into a robust UPK into K experience.
Okay, have a good night, everyone.
Thank you so much for all of your questions. That concludes the public portion of our meeting. Now we will go into a portion of our meeting where we're going to welcome some people that are new to our district. Please forgive me right now. If I mispronounce your name, please restate it. You can kick me afterwards, but I promise you I don't mean it in any ill will towards that. I'm not good at pronouncing names. So going forward, we would like to welcome Laura Pedicus. She is going to be a elementary school teacher. She may not be here, but she is Oh, she's being tenured. Okay. Oh, yeah, she'll be tenured as an elementary school teacher at Powers Lane. We'd like to congratulate her. Also, she's not here too. She may be watching, so I just want to make sure we say your name. If I mess your name up, I apologize. Next, we have Mr. Robert Stein, who is the Assistant Business Administrator for Operations. He will be granted tenure if the vote goes forward. I have to say that Mr. Stein has been a welcome addition to the district. He has marshaled many of the projects that are going on in his district, and many of the improvements he is responsible for directly. His hands are all, and fingerprints are all over it. We thank you for your work, your diligence, your meticulous note-taking, and also dealing with some changes and change orders and change demands that you have to go through when you're in this position. We welcome your wonderful family, and they're glad you're here. Thank you for sharing the time with your husband and your father. Okay? Robert Stein. And these are probationary teachers who are going to be added to our district. We have a Faith Bentavigna. All right. She will be an art teacher at the middle school. Welcome. Frank Cordova, who is not here. He will be a science teacher. Tony DeMeo, special ed teacher at the middle school. Karen Motan. All right. She will be a special education teacher at Dryden Street School. Welcome. And Michelle Turner, who will be a special education at Dryden Street School. Welcome, welcome. We have Michelle Antonucci, who is not here. She'll be a teaching assistant at Park Avenue. Crystal Cruz, a teacher assistant at the Westbury High School. Is she here? Welcome, Crystal. Mary Kate Call, who is the middle school leave replacement speech teacher. Welcome. Christina Darpa, who is the leave replacement E&L teacher. Welcome. We have appointment of special per diem substitutes, and there's several of them here. Esteban Barrientos, Christina DeAngelis, Michelle Fabella, Askisika Seth, Jamadi Tripathi, Oliver Rosales, Christina DeAngelis, and Heidi Yoon. But also I want to add in this is that someone is going to have some big shoes to fill. He is a senior chief, Nicholas. Look at them with the paparazzi. Well, how do you pronounce your name again? I'm sorry. Ketchiapoli. Chief, he is replacing Senior Chief Marijan, who served our district for over 20-some years. He will be now the head of the ROTC program and starting in September. Welcome, welcome. And he has his cadets eagerly awaiting his start. We have, welcome, definitely. Long-term substitutes, we have Michelle Fabiella, Olivia Bannon, permanent substitutes, Inosina Cataro. Yes. Welcome. She's a permanent substitute at Park Avenue School. Kara Doty, permanent sub at Drexel School, and Zachary Ingram. Welcome, Zachary. He is a permanent substitute at Powers Lane School. Welcome. I'm sure your parents are very proud that day. All right? You got to take them for a drink afterwards. All the work they did to make you get here. Evelynor Chardonnette. Welcome. She will be a school nurse taking care of our scholars at district-wide and Dryden Street School. Jennifer Del Marco, who also is a school nurse. She's not in attendance today. And Matt Jacqueline, who is a custodian. Welcome. Rocco Morgillo. Is Rocco here? Phys ed teacher in Westbury High School. Congratulations. And that will be it for the appointments for this evening. You have not been voted in as yet. It was just a preliminary welcome. I'm sure it soon come. At this time, I'm going to ask for to table resolution items 6L and 6J. 7J. I'm sorry, 7J. Could I have a motion to table those items?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson.
Second.
Second by Mr. Trustee Keynes. All in favor? Mr. Mateo Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. Oh. Okay. Okay, so Ms. Glennis Placio, is she here? Oh, yes. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. You will be part of our district now. Okay, so welcome. Mother, parent, former student, correct? And now part of our staff. Wonderful, awesome, awesome. Mr. Mc. Oh, okay, so this, all right. So, Mr. McGivens, this is how we procreate our younger people into our district. So this is a wonderful thing. Also, I want to point out one resolution, and help me with this. We've been in a long time negotiations with a particular unit.
All right.
A long time.
Chiquita laughing out loud like that for.
With a fierce negotiator, Ms. Combs, please stand.
All right.
Our secretarial unit, we finally come to an agreement, so we're very proud. Clerical units, we come to negotiations and agreement. We welcome you and thank you very much for your work and hard diligence, so you get your well-deserved contract, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. At this time, I wish to take a agenda item out of order. Could I have a motion to take agenda item 6X out of order?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Keynes.
Second.
Second by Mateo Flores. All in favor, Mateo Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. So at this time, can I have a motion to accept resolution item 6X?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Keynes.
Second.
Second by Dr. Dickerson. All in favor, Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
I will abstain from voting on 6X due to one of the members being related to me.
Okay. Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes 4-1. 0 and 1 abstention. Now, could I have a motion to block vote the remainder of all the agenda items on tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Keynes.
Second.
Second by Dr. Dickerson. All in favor? Mr. Flores.
Aye.
Ms. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Keynes.
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson.
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. Now, we haven't voted yet.
Wait, that was just.
That was just a block vote.
I'm a little excited.
Okay. Now, can I have a motion to approve all of the items that have been block voted?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson.
Second.
second by Ms. Wilson. All in favor? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And I, motion passes unanimously. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
You're welcome.
Now go take your parents out and get them that drink. All right. At this time, could I have a motion to go into executive session to discuss items of negotiations and personnel
So moved.
of particular persons?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Wilson,
Second.
second by Mr. Keynes. Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
Aye, and motion passes unanimously. We are in executive session. I do plan on being in executive session no longer than an hour and a half. There will be a motion coming out of that. So if you wish to say, that's fine. If don't, good night. Have a great day. Enjoy your summer, rest of your summer. Thank you. Are you ready? Okay. May I have a motion to go, come out of executive session?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson,
Second it.
second by Mr. Flores. All in favor? Mr. Flores? Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Could I have a motion to accept resolution items 6L?
Sorry, you have to untable them first?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. May I have a motion to untable resolution items 6L and 7J?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Keynes,
Second.
second by Dr. Dickerson. All in favor? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye, motion passes unanimously. Now, can I motion to accept resolution item 6L?
So moved.
So, moved by Dr. Dickerson,
Second it.
second by Mr. Flores. All in favor? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Nay.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye, motion passes 4-1. Could I have a motion to accept resolution items 7J?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson,
Second.
second by Ms. Wilson. All in favor? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Nay.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye, motion passes 4-1. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson,
Second.
second by Ms. Wilson. All in favor? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye, motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned. Thank you, and hope to see you at our next board meeting.